Yo, did you know 46% of y'all are not subscribed? What are you doing? Just the subscribe button. Just hit it. Just hit it. Okay, support duos. LA Gladiators, Moth and Shoe. I will say, I think this still was probably near the better part of LA Gladiators of, May Melee so far. Keep in mind, this is like May Melee showing results so far in the Overwatch League season. Next tournament, it's going to be the same thing. We'll compare them every tournament, and then at the end of the season, we're done. So LA Gladiators, Moth and Shoe. I'm going to be real. I still say they're A. I still say they're A for me. Definitely not S. I think these guys have the potential to be S. Easily. I think everyone in here can agree on that. We'll see what goes on later with the LA Gladiators. They've been really underwhelming. Let's be honest. Very, very underwhelming. But that's got to be a little bit on D-Pay. But I think these guys still have potential. Moth, every time he was in the game, LA Gladiators looked way better, way more consistent, way more confident in game. Shoe is Shoe. He still had his performances, so that was good on them for LA Gladiators. Then we have Atlanta Reigns, Masa, and Iris. I will say Iris, as I said he was going to look, he looked good. Masa, I'd say he looks solid. I think he already looks better than last season. I want to say B or C so far, to be honest here. I think Iris has shown great performances. Masa has done a lot of things that are not really talked about in game, booping wise, amp wise. I think he's been doing good so far. So I think I'm put him B for now. I think these could easily change. IDK and MCD, these guys, they're not bad. To be honest, they're not bad. MCD, great performances. IDK, very up and down. I'd say B or C for these guys right now. Definitely not A. Spark is B. Yeah, I'm thinking putting Spark B as well, but yeah, I think I'll put Spark B. That's the first one that came to mind. I was trying to think about it a little bit more. C, if someone said C, that's reasonable because of IDK, but I think MCD kind of helps us out a little bit. Then on to the next one, Florida Mayhem, Slime, and Gangnam Jin. These are close S. I don't know. Slime's looking really good. Slime's looking really good. Gangnam Jin has improved a lot. Who are S tiers? Wait, do we even have an S tier? Wait a second. Wait. Chat, do we even have S tiers? Because I'm gonna be honest, Jexa Fielder, I really don't think they're S tier, to be honest. Toby Alarm, are they maybe S tier? I think we put, with that in mind, I think we may have to put them S, actually. We may have to. There's definitely not a standout for S right now. Not a standout, but these guys are definitely better than Moth and Shoe. So far in May Melee, I think that's got to be it. Personally, I think they are. London Spitfire, Ripa, and Kelix, this is going probably down here. Honestly, these guys have not done many things that have looked good. Appeal is not good from Kelix. Ripa's... think about Ripa, whatever you want to say. He always has the right idea in mind, but the team is just not appealing for him and does not make him look good. It's just the case, and it's more on Kelix. Kelix is just not helping Ripa at all. It's just the case. These guys are not looking that good so far. All around their teams are looking good, so these guys won't look good in general. But I think the big part of it is because of Kelix. FD God and Violets. I'm thinking B or A. That's crazy to think of right now. B or A is the definites. I'm thinking B too, but I thought it was gonna sound like a hot take. It was sounding like a hot take when I was thinking about it in my head. I don't think they're A. They're definitely not S right now. Easily, they're not S at all right now. Yeah, FD guy was caught out way too much, but I get it. That's his play style. Easily, that's his play style. He wants to be aggressive with his team. Violet, I don't know if he's actually adjusted well playing with FD God's aggression. Yeah, and then I would have to put him B. I hope they can work out though in the future. These guys have a lot of potential. They really do, and I think they will work on it. It's the start of the season. Shock's not that good at the start of the season all the time, but they really need to pick it up though. 16 games is important this season. Every game matters this time, so they need to pick it up. Hopefully June. They need to really pick it up. June Joust, whatever it's called. They need to pick it up. Neptuno and Khan, just because of Khan, right here. Just because of Khan. I mean, Neptuno, I would say, is better than Kelix. His peels there. His beats were all right. His playstyle almost Neptuno licked the team. I know he's gone, but it was still melee. The thing about Neptuno is that his playstyle kind of didn't fit Pear's Eternal in a way. Like, he was very passive majority of the time, but his team was very aggressive. You can see like he was struggling a little bit playing those games, whereas Khan was a playmaker. He was doing a lot for the team. I'd say these guys are C, basically just because of how Khan has done so much for this team in games, maps, with his bat play. And Neptuno, I mean, he's had decent beats here and there. His peel's kind of solid. This was expected from Neptuno, not the greatest performance. This guy hasn't played consistently in a hot minute since like season 2. Animo and Creative. I'm thinking B or A for these guys. I mean, Animo has shown decent performances on the Soul Dynasty. Creative still shown the same kind of solid, good performances on like his BAP, his Zen occasionally. I think I'll put him B. Actually, I do agree with the high B. I want this to look a little bit right with high B, not the player, and put him right there. Looks a little bit right. Who's next? Toronto Defiant, Ansunje, and Lastro. Well, first off, Toronto's not been that good this season, but that's one of them. Ansunje, I don't know if y'all watch Ansunje closely, but Ansunje is honestly not that good on the Lucio and like everything else he played. Ansunje is really not that good where he doesn't really help the team that much. And Lastro, on the other hand, you could see he's trying to like make a play or two, trying to make aggressive play, but his team isn't running up for it sometimes. He's not getting enough peel, which doesn't make him look that good. So we'll see how this does later on down the road. But personally, they're not that impressive so far. Closer and Bebe. Closer and Bebe has improved a lot. I don't know if y'all be looking at Bebe's Ana plays sometimes, but they up there. Bebe's Ana plays are crazy. Positioning wise, really good. Helps his team peel for him really easily. His Ana nades have been game changing. Very game changing to those nades. Sleeps are massive. Closer also improved by a lot. His Briggs looking good. His Lucio's always been solid. Even on Dallas Field, it's always been solid. Good shot caller. You can tell he's doing a lot of calls in the game while just watching them. So Closer Bebe, very good. I may move him to S, so let's give it time. We'll give it time and see what happens. Because I'd say they definitely have been better than Moth and Shoes so far this season. Crazy to say that, but they have been. Fire and Rolf. C or D, obviously. I think Fire has looked good. Rolf has definitely improved, though. Rolf has improved. Keep that in mind. He's no longer, in my opinion, the worst player in the league. But Fire's look solid. Better than London. I'd agree with that. So let's put him up. I think C because Rolf has improved. I still think that Neptuno Khan and Ansunje Lastro are better than them, though. That's the thing. But I think I got to put him there. Fire still had good performances on his Lucio. His Brig's still up and down. Positioning-wise for Rolf has gotten better, except for the start. It was kind of rough. But I think it's gotten better. Rolf's gotten better. That's good to see. Okay, here we go. Yep. Let's put him there. Yep. Honestly, can we put him down there? No. That'll work. Shanghai Dragons, Lee Jagan, and Izayaki. Too many mistakes. These guys make one too many mistakes, my opinion. Lee Jagan does get caught out occasionally, but that's him. Izayaki has shown up and down performances on like Zen, Ana. I get that that's some of the coaching decisions to play Zen, especially the composition they're playing, but I'm putting him A for now. Okay, Boston Uprising, Myeongbong, and Faith. They're down. They're BC. Easily. B or C. Myeongbong has had good performances. Faith, not so much. Faith has not impressed me. Yeah. So far, Faith has not impressed me as well. Myeongbong's still kind of solid. I still one of the better players on this team. I'm thinking C or B as well. I probably may have to put him B though. I think they are better than these two. Personally, I think they are. I do think they are. Fuel, Jexa, and Fielder. Once again, I don't know. I don't know if y'all be watching Jexa. One too many mistakes Jexa makes. Fielder though. Fielder's pretty good. Jexa, on the other hand, still very inconsistent. But I do think when it came to the moment, especially like using his beats Beats have been really good from Jexa. Occasionally, like 80% of the time they are. He's getting caught out of position way too much, and the thing is, he's not like a Lee Jagan. He's not a funny Astro. He's not super aggressive, but he still gets caught out of position one too much. Fielder's top tier. He's been consistent, but Jexa, like I said already, very inconsistent. Gets caught out one too many times, and honestly hurts the feel a lot. You go back in the majority of the games, the reason why they're not winning the fight sometimes is because of Jexa. A lot of it's because of Jexa sometimes. I think we'll have to put him there. Like, okay, it's still early in the season. I think we'll have to put him there. Right now, we'll have to put him there. We still may move Closer and Bebe up. We still may do that. Friday and Jonak. Is this reasonable? Like honestly, it's just, I feel like this feels right. Friday has not impressed me one bit playing on the NYXL, and Jonak also like hasn't really impressed me. I think I may have to put him C. Like, Jonak is obviously, he's on a worse team. He's not going to look that good. And looking at Friday, definitely a reason why MXL is not doing so good at Friday. Houston Outlaws, Juby and Crimzo. A or B, I would say. A or B, easily. Juby has improved pretty fast, actually, being in the league, using his beats, because that was the one thing with Juby. His beats were not that good at the start of the season, and he instantly improved on it. Just like that. Instantly improved on it. And Crimzo has been good since the start of the season, even last year. I think Crimzo and Juby are definitely an A-tier support duo. Monk and Nisha, or Nisha, I hear both. Easily A. I could see these guys easily becoming S, though, at the later part of the season. Definitely later part. Monk has looked good. They deserve S? Maybe. I may put him there. Nisha has also looked very good on the Brig and Mercy occasionally when he has to play with Jinmu. I think he's looked good. I may put him S, honestly. I think they may deserve it. We'll come back. I think this is one we're definitely going to change later. Normally, I don't change them a lot, but I could see myself changing. Mondu and Kariv. Is this another C? Is this another C? Like, Mondu, like, I'm seeing a D already. Mondu is just, like, not been that good this season. I expect them to look a little bit better, right? A little bit better. You have Kariv, where he looks all right. You know, he doesn't have that many bad performances on, like, the Ana, the Zen, even the BAP sometimes. I think these guys could be way better. There's way more potential here. And also, Arachne and who's the other one? Damon, they got released. So these guys could look way better next tournament, the tournament after. I think No Hill was the rumored or leaked head coach to join, but I don't know. I'm gonna put him C, though. I don't think they're Kelix Reaper. Toby and Alarm. These guys have looked consistently good so far. Toby still looks top tier of his main support play. Same thing, like Alarm's probably not going to change for a while. Alarm's still going to be top tier for years, easily. He has been ever since the start. He's been playing the game professionally. These guys are good. Now let's look at it changing-wise. What are we going to change here, chat? Because I feel like definitely maybe Justice and Hunters could go up. What should we do there, chat? Everything else may be fine. Move Justice, Houston up. I'm not moving Houston up just yet. Move Dallas down to A. Jack's really dry. Let's be honest though, like there's not really a standout S and support duos just yet. Like let's be real. So we have to pick some. Like Slime, Gangnam Jin. Are we really gonna say they're the best support duo right now? I won't even say any of these are the best support duo right now. Everyone is so inconsistent in the main support role. I'd say the flex support role has been completely fine. If anything, maybe the best support duo right now is Toby Alarm. There's definitely probably a best tank duo and a best DPS duo right now, but support duo is hard to say. So I think that's it. I kind of feel comfortable with this so far. I do think for sure that later in the season, Justice could go up, Hunters could easily go up, Dragons also could easily go up, and let's hope Gladiators gets better. Let's hope Gladiators get better so these guys can go up. Same thing goes with Violet and FD God. Let's hope the next coach that comes in for the charge helps Mondu Kariv. These guys have potential. They really do.